What is the best way to end the war in Ukraine and finally find peace on Earth? Well, it's obviously to keep sending weapons and money to Ukraine until they can win, right? No, the answer to ending war is not to continue funding it. Welcome to Debunking Ukrainian Nationalism. This is a series that will study and debunk the myths behind Ukrainian nationalist propaganda that is all around us today. Let me just say, there is nothing like the will of a people struggling for national liberation. They will give themselves entirely for their freedom, and there is absolutely beauty in that. The issue with this for the Ukrainian national liberation struggle is that their tactics and ideology is one that is very parallel to Germany's tactics of 1930s. Both had seen themselves as oppressed and exploited. In both cases, they were by the West. In both of these cases, nationalism gripped the country, and the people there saw themselves not as aggressors, but as subjugated nations fighting for their dignity. In both of these cases, nationalism was also greatly repelled by sections of the working class, who would find themselves being persecuted, or worse, executed. And the nationalists of both these countries have advocated for the extermination of the Russian people, and as a result, both have seen the Russian bear say, "F around and find out." As the war escalates, many are calling for concessions and peace agreements to be made. Ukrainian nationalists and the Ukrainian state have rejected any compromise and accused those of suggesting it as being complicit in genocide. All throughout the history of war, concessions have been made by the bested side to the victors for the sake of maintaining power and control of whatever territory they can. See the Treaty of Versailles, the Treaty of Riga, or the Treaty of Paris for more. To suggest that conceding land amounts to genocide is not only willful manipulation, but it is horribly irresponsible in the age of nuclear capabilities. The best weapons and all the money will not win Ukraine the war. The US spent $2.3 trillion on the war in Afghanistan, only to relinquish power back to the Taliban. Additionally, the actions of the Ukrainian government have drawn the country to be even more divided. Now is the time we need to stand up to our leaders and Ukrainian nationalists to advocate for a signing of peace so that Ukraine and the rest of the world can live another day. As always, fuck NATO.